Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to look like Valentine's Day just threw up all over me. I feel like I've achieved that very successfully. I'm wearing pink makeup, I got my love earrings, and then I was gonna film and then I saw this headband and I was like, oh my gosh, let me just throw that on real quick. Just real casual and whatnot. So anyways, today on my channel we are celebrating love. We're celebrating Valentine's Day and I am doing a collaboration video with some of my besties here on YouTube. So today I'm collaborating with the wonderful, the amazing, the beautiful Heather Austin. You guys have definitely heard me talk about her on my channel before, and she loves to focus on eyeshadow palettes, new makeup, testing things out, ranking videos. Very similar channel to mine, and I love her so much. So we're collabing, and then I'm also collabing with my other beautiful, amazing friend Kara, and she also loves to focus on eyeshadow palettes. She also is on a weight loss journey, so she just started up a second channel. I'll try and remember to link everything down in the description box, but you know both of them very well. You guys are probably very familiar with them, so I love them so much. Make sure you go ahead and say hi, wish them a happy Galentine's, happy Valentine's. Check out their channels, subscribe to all of us, of course. And we decided today, being Valentine's Day, we were going to talk about our favorites. We're going to do an old-fashioned favorites video, so if that sounds interesting to you, just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl-friendly makeup videos here on my channel, and I love to focus on new makeup releases. I like to do lots of swatches, show you guys how things look on my skin tone, because sometimes it can be really hard to figure out what something's gonna look like if you have a medium tan complexion like I do. Hopefully that is helpful to you guys. Highly recommend subscribing. I do post pretty much every day, and so you do get quite a bit of content from me, and I'd hate for you to miss it. Now, without further blabbering, let's get into this collab video. Okay, so we decided to talk about our favorites, and I will tell you, if you're new, if you haven't been following me for a long time, I have such a hard time with favorites videos. I really take the word favorites like very, very seriously, and I hate talking about things that I don't feel like is like my ride or die type deal. So I actually don't do a lot of favorites videos on my channel just because it's so hard. I just filmed my rankings for 2021 this past Friday, and oh my gosh, that was like a 2-month long project that I finally finished up. I haven't even begun to edit that video yet. So all of which to say, I have a horrible time picking my favorite things. So I decided this time around not to put pressure on myself. I was just gonna talk about a few things. I don't need this video to be 200 years long, so hopefully I did a good job, and hopefully I hit on a few different things, and I tried to pull like eyeshadow palettes, some face products and things like that, just to give you guys some variety. So hopefully this will be helpful to you guys. I know Heather mentioned she was going to mention some hair products, so let me tell you about just 2 that I've been loving. Now, this one I've been loving for years and years and years. This is the Verb Ghost Oil, and I just really like this stuff. So if you have hair like mine, I have very thick hair and I have a very oily scalp, and so I'm always afraid of oil because I feel like every time I put oil in my hair, it just makes my hair very heavy, it gunks it up, and I feel like I have to wash it more because I just don't like the feeling of having greasy hair, and I have a harder time wearing my hair down if it's oily. So when I heard about this product, I was a little bit nervous, but I did go ahead and get it, and this is a smooth moringa blend weightless hair oil, and I really do believe in the word weightless because I'll put it on, it really smoothens my hair, but it doesn't linger, it doesn't make my hair heavy. By the end of the day, when I put this stuff on and I go to bed and I wake up in the morning, I don't wake up with a head full of grease. It's all kind of absorbed into my head and my hair, and I don't have an oily residue. So this is something I can actually put in my hair like multiple times, which I don't think I could do with other oils. I feel like any other oil I put in my hair, I definitely need to wash my hair the next day or that night, because otherwise it'll just be super duper greasy. So because of that reason, I love this stuff. It smells amazing and it's also a really good price point. Now the next thing is my Dyson Airwrap, and honestly, this has been going around for a long time, but it's really gotten like really viral on TikTok, and I know a lot of really big influencers, from YouTubers to TikTokers, have been making videos about this. So I'm sure it's a lot easier to find reviews on this now, but I've had this for over 2 years now and it works amazing. These are the longer barrels, so I bought these separately because I have longer hair, so I thought it would be easier for me to curl with these. And I just really like this product because, first of all, it's multi-use, so you can use it as a blow dryer, you can use it for the blowout function, and you can also use it to curl your hair, which, if you know me, I am so lazy when it comes to doing my hair, and I find this super duper convenient and so easy to use, which is really nice. And people always ask, like, are they worth it? Should I spend the money? And I don't think anyone should ever spend this kind of money if they don't have it. But if you have extra money, if you're wanting to treat yourself, or if it's a special occasion, or somebody wants to buy you something nice, this is definitely something to consider. I feel like people that are really good at doing their hair are going to be really good at it no matter what tool they use. But if you struggle with doing your hair, curling it, things like that, if you want something quick and easy, this is definitely something to consider. I would always say watch as many videos as you can, read as many reviews as you can, because it is a big purchase. I don't want to make it seem like it's no big deal. It's very expensive. I feel very blessed to have it. I would also like to mention I have their straightener and I really like it. I love the fact that it's wireless. I think that's such a handy thing to have. I feel like Dyson was the first brand to do a wireless straightener. Correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, I don't know everything, but I think it's so convenient to have a wireless straightener. The only thing with it is I don't feel like it holds a charge for very long, so I feel like you do have to plug it in and charge it, and I think once it's fully charged, it'll stay charged for about an hour. But like I said, I have really thick hair and it's getting longer too, so it does take me a little longer to straighten it as well. So just kind of keep those things in mind. But those are my two like hair favorites that I wanted to mention to you guys in this video. And then the rest is all makeup. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to talk about the non-eyeshadow stuff first, and then I'll build up to the eyeshadow because I feel like eyeshadow is always fun. So let's start off with something really random. I wanted to talk about a brush, and honestly, this is the brush I use every day to put my foundation on. I always go back and forth between brushes and sponges and brushes and sponges, and I alternate, but I haven't switched back to sponges in a while, and I've just been really loving the Sigma F80. This is like their classic foundation brush, and I use it every day when I do my makeup. I have quite a few of these, so I grabbed a clean one because I didn't want to show you my junky one, but here's the one I've been using. I really need to probably wash that. So anyway, I really like this brush, and it's very well made. And yeah, you guys know I really love Sigma, so I just wanted to mention this. If you're looking for a really nice foundation brush, look at the Sigma one. Also, if you are balling on a budget, because let's be real, we don't all want to run out and buy like a $25 brush. I really like the Real Techniques brushes, and I have one of their foundation brushes here as well. Here's what that one looks like. Obviously, as you can see, there is a difference in quality, so you definitely get what you paid for, but these ones work really nicely. And all of the Real Techniques and Sigma brushes I've washed and cleaned multiple times, and they've lasted me very well. So I like both of those. Next is a bronzer, and this is so funny because I started off not loving this, but now I'm obsessed. This is the Rare Beauty Always Sunny bronzer stick, and I just really like this. I think it's so convenient when it comes to cream bronzer, and it's just nice because you don't have to like have a pot and like get a brush in there and stuff like that. I just take this, and I'm wearing it today. I just apply it on my spots where I want bronzer, and then I just take a brush and I blend it, and these blend so nicely. I love this shade for my skin tone. I love having like a orangey bronzy shade because I feel like it looks like a really nice sunburn. So I really like this product. Definitely not something I thought I would enjoy, but once I got into it and used it, I've really been enjoying it, and now I use it every single day. Next is some eyeshadow primer, and I am taking a bit of a break from this brand, but obviously I've had this eyeshadow primer forever. This is the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer, and I use the shade 2. I also have the shade 1 because this is more of a white shade for my skin tone. So I actually did use this one today to kind of make these eyeshadows look really vibrant. But on a daily basis, I'm usually wearing this color. And then I think there's one more shade. So yeah, I really like this, and I really enjoy wearing eyeshadow primer. And I never thought I would be an eyeshadow primer person, but I feel like I'm actually gonna pan this because I just use it every single time I do my eyeshadow, and I feel like I can sense a difference when I'm not wearing eyeshadow primer. Next are some liquid lipsticks from a brand that I love so much. These are the Unearthly Cosmetics liquid lipsticks, and I really like their lip satins as well, but you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I'm such a liquid lipstick bitch. I love liquid lipsticks. They're just so convenient for me. And so I was pleasantly surprised by these liquid lipsticks. I have the shade Leaves and Pumpkin, and honestly I would love to own every single one of these, but I'm trying really hard not to just accumulate lip products because it takes me so long to use them. So I'm telling myself no, but these are stellar. And they're not even too expensive, so if you're looking for a really nice liquid lipstick formula, consider these ones. I also love the Kaleidos lip clays. Those are my favorite. I'm so excited for their new collection because there's 4 more lip clays coming out, so I'm very, very excited for that. But I also really like these ones from Unearthly. These are like some of my favorite liquid lipsticks of the moment. Okay, so this one is kind of a newer favorite, but this is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Syracuse. Syracuse is my winter shade for the NARS foundations, and then I usually wear Tahoe in the winter time. So I was really excited for this foundation because I had tried the last foundation they came out with, which was the Soft Matte Foundation. And that one is just very matte for me. I know my friend Heather loves the matte version, but she also has very oily skin. And I just heard her rave about it, and I was so curious, so I bought it. And I just didn't like it. It really settled into my lines, and it felt really heavy on my face. So I have that, and I kind of regret buying that. But this one I absolutely love. It's very much a like natural to dewy finish foundation, and I've really been also enjoying pairing this with the Jaclyn Hill skin tint, her brand skin tint, but I also love wearing this on my own. I love a lot of the different NARS foundations that I've tried over the years. I started with Sheer Glow. I've used a few other ones in between. This is like the foundation brand that I keep using throughout the years, and I've panned so many bottles of NARS foundation, so I'm so excited that this new one is a hit, and I could definitely see myself repurchasing this, although I would have to use this up first. But so good. I love the bottle. It has a nice pump in it. This is really, really nice. So very, very glad I picked this up. Okay, next is another lipstick, and I had mentioned this a few times in other videos that I just have fallen in love with this nude lipstick from Natasha Denona. This is her I Need a Nude in the shade Amorosa. And I just love this color. I never, ever, ever, ever used to be somebody that was into nudes like this light. I'm always more into like the rusty brown shades like this one. And so I never, ever, ever thought I would enjoy this. And for some reason, I was filming a video with the Mini Crush palette, and I was like, let me just grab that lipstick and try it out. And I just fell in love with it. So I think sometimes it's funny how you can change your mind about certain makeup products. So I feel like I definitely changed my mind about this, and now I'm like so happy with it, and it's like encouraging me to try lighter nude shades, because I always told myself like, you can't pull off a light nude, you're a medium like tan skin tone, and anytime you wear a lighter lipstick, it just makes your lips look super weird, like concealer lips. And so I really stayed away from lighter lipsticks because it just freaked me out. But man, have I been embracing this color. And I even ordered like another lighter lipstick the other day. So very excited to see what I think when that arrives. But yeah, I'm definitely dipping my toe into the more light nude shades, so I'm very excited about that. And it was all inspired by this Natasha Denona lipstick. Okay, the next things are part of the same collection. I don't know if I should mention them together or separate. I think I'm just gonna mention them together, but I am loving the Pat McGrath face palettes and her Bridgerton highlighters. So I just loved the Pat McGrath highlighter that she came out with for holiday. I didn't order that right away because I didn't like her highlighters that came out with like other collections that I had bought. They weren't my favorite formula, but again, my friend Heather Austin was raving about the holiday one, and then it was on sale, so I grabbed it and I fell in love with that one. So then when she announced her Bridgerton collection, I was like, yes, let me grab that. And so I did, and oh my goodness, the highlighters are spectacular from the Bridgerton collection. I thought neither of these would work. Like, I thought this one was going to be too light, and I definitely thought this one was going to be too yellow, but the formula is amazing. It definitely has that like lit from within. It blends into your skin, it like melts into your skin. It doesn't sit there creating a harsh line, so I love both of these. And then I just love her face palettes. I know she launched blushes as individual components, and those are really nice too, but man, oh man, do I love her palettes. And if you're anything like me or you have a massive makeup collection, it's gonna take you forever to pan a blush. So I like having things like this because that way you're getting good bang for your buck. And oh my gosh, I just love this palette. I love the highlighter in here. I like her other face palettes that she launched during the holidays. I love this highlighter. Just all around plus on these. Okay, next is even more face palettes, and I feel like if you watched my videos last year, you know how much I love these Natasha Denona Glam face palettes. And I'm laughing because I honestly thought this was so dumb. When I saw the release, I was like, no way, that's so stupid. Like, why is she launching neutral palettes? Nobody wants an eyeshadow palette and like a blush and a highlighter like that. And so I bought one just because it was during the Sephora sale time, and I was like, okay, I can get it for 20% off. Let me just get one. And man, oh man, was I so impressed. I actually really love the blush and highlighter shades in both of these palettes, and I am so pleasantly surprised. If you're somebody that wears makeup to work every day and you're kind of looking for a all-inclusive neutral palette, I think these are definitely the way to go. I love that she did a dark version and a light version. I think that's so helpful to like not try to do a one size fits all and at least give two options. I think I would have preferred three, but hey, there's way bigger brands that do way less for other skin tones, so I'm not mad about it. But I just really like these, and let me just show you a swatch of the highlighter in this palette. It's just so creamy and stunning. Like, I just don't know what else to say other than it's just so gorgeous and like shimmery and just it looks so good. So I really just love this palette so much because I think the face products are brilliant. I can't wait to see Natasha Denona. Like, I'd love for her to do like a blush line and a bronzer line and a highlighter line where you can buy things separate. That would be the ultimate cherry on top for 2022. I did see she's teasing a new product. I just got an email today. I can't tell what it is, but I don't think it's eyeshadow. So let's see. I think it might be lipsticks, but I'm excited either which way. Okay, so now we're on to the eyeshadow palettes, and I have three that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and all of these have launched this year, so I'm loving these eyeshadow palettes, and I couldn't help but talk to you guys about them. So the first one is the Nomad Lodge palette. This is their Whistler British Columbia palette, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I was so excited. Nomad Cosmetics was so kind and they sent this over, and it's such a good palette. I did a 3 looks video, and I don't know, I just love it. I just love that it like represents somewhere snowy. I talked about this before, saying that, you know, it made me kind of excited because I'm from a really cold place, and I feel like a lot of palettes always focus on like tropical vibes, and so it just made me like ridiculously happy to have a palette that reminded me of where I'm from, because in North Dakota it's cold like 90% of the time. So I just love that they did like a cold themed palette. And then of course I had to talk about the Blend Bunny, the Dollhouse palette. I have done about 5 looks with this palette on my channel, and I definitely plan on continuing to use this. I just think this palette is so good. The mattes are beautiful. The metallics are so buttery and pigmented, and it's just like a muted, I think, colorful palette. Like at first I thought this was a neutral palette, but the more I look at it, I'm like, no, it's a muted, very colorful palette. Because if you want to do a blue eyeshadow look with this, you can. If you want to do a purple look, you can. You can do a pink look, or you can do a neutral look. So I just think there's so much variety. You can also do a really beautiful smoky green eyeshadow look, which you guys know I'm a sucker for that. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite palettes. And honestly, all the palettes I'm talking about in today's video, all the products in today's video are really, really so special to me. And especially the eyeshadow palettes are like my top 3 palettes of 2022 so far. So if you haven't guessed already, you probably know what product I'm going to talk about next, and it's honestly one of my fast favorites. This is my most worn palette of 2022 so far. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. Have you guys guessed? Have you guys guessed? Of course, it's the Angelica x Odenzai Hella palette. Oh my goodness, this palette is so ridiculously fun. I knew that she was gonna kill it, obviously, and Angelica is a friend of mine. We do talk every day, so obviously I am a little biased, but I love Odenzai. So when I found out she was collabing with them, I was just so excited. I've seen a little bit of the behind the scenes when she was coming up with the color story and things like that, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like every time I saw the greens, I was just like, I can't wait to get my hands on that palette. I think I probably told Angie I can't wait to get my hands on that palette so many times. She was probably so happy that I finally got it in PR, because I'm like, oh my god, look at those greens. And so I've done like more than probably like 10 looks with this palette already, and I'm just gonna keep playing with it. It's so beautiful, and it did launch yesterday, so if you guys have not picked this up yet, I would highly recommend checking it out. It is available now, and I do believe this is limited edition, so I think they'll probably restock it. But I mean, if you're able to, definitely don't miss out. Obviously, don't go into debt buying makeup. That's not what I want to tell you guys, but genuinely, I've tried already over how many palettes? Probably more than 20 palettes in 2022 so far, and I'm mentioning 3 of them, and it's because I think all 3 of these are great. And I mean, Odenzai's metallics are everything, and there's this beautiful like multi-chrome in here. Plus, I know so many of you love Angelica just as much as I do, so I would say if you missed out on her other collaborations and you don't want to miss out, highly recommend trying and getting your hands on this. I think that's everything. That's everything that I wanted to cover and tell you guys about in my favorites video. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should do favorites videos, like maybe like every couple of months? I don't know if I can commit to every month, because I'm telling you, it would totally stress me out to pick favorites so often. Like it's very serious for me, and I cannot be exclusive with something because I try so much makeup in a year. So I just like to be able to talk about some of my favorite things every once in a while. So let me know your feedback down in the comment section. Don't forget to check out my friend Heather and Kara. I am sure they'd love to see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and I will catch you in a new video tomorrow. Bye guys!